it's like it's kind of like reeling me in. Can you confirm something for me? Because I might have missed this. Is it placebo that the smokes look bigger, or are they bigger?
No, the smokes are bigger.
Yeah, okay, I thought so.
Right now, I thought they were going to try to fix them.
Yeah,
but they haven't. They're taller by a little bit. They're very much wider, but I haven't seen it affect too much just yet.
I saw there was something regarding like the shadows of a smoke, which when that update came out, it made the smokes just look bigger.
Yeah, I think
from
they
like
are
some
just
comparison photos on Twitter.
physically bigger.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're into the pistol round. I actually don't know if there was a knife round before this, but regardless, it's a decider. Sunday School starting on the CT side. And this is the side that Sunday School did, you know, have their closeout on.
Yeah.
And the T side was the side that Vantage had some great runs on as well. So both sides, you would say, are on the side of, you know, their stronger suit. And there's a massive wrap happening already for Vantage. Mizzy is in a problematic position. Good for one. Traded out.
Yeah. But not able to lock it down there, Licky. They're trying to fight really hard for outers here. It's a little bit awkward. Oh, Garfunkel going to be able to bring that one back. The crosshair looking nasty. And now we're down to the 2v2. Damio looking to blue from red. But it's just gone real awkward, real damn quick. And Damio can't get a chance of taking one of those shots. Big round to kick it off for Sunday. Have they won like almost every single pistol round?
I can find that back out, but I was going to say they wrapped around and they technically could have gone down to the B side. And to answer at the first pistol of Ancient, they didn't. Vantage won. The very first pistol Vantage won. Sunday Schools won the rest.
Okay.
So they're 4th and 5.
Well, let's see what they are in this round. Are they winners? Are they losers? Can they fend off the Glockies?
Indeed. And it's 5 of them. No, it's not. It's 4. And a P250 in Damio's hands. And it's some silence.
Yeah. Just looking to make... Well, looking and hoping that someone else is going to make a mistake and not them. And that's exactly what's going to happen. Licky says, ooh, that was a lot of money. I might try and go for another kill. And that's exactly what he's going to be doing. But Guag on the offline, able to deal with them nicely. And I dare say that's Vantage just saying, okay, the MP9's in hut, let's go somewhere else. And hopefully they don't have an MP9. And look, we're going to die anyway. May as well give them $300 a kill rather than 600.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got to keep him in check. But now we get to see what Vantage's T-side is going to look like. As I mentioned in the Nuke series that they played yesterday against DXA, it ended 13-3, and the T-side was their strongest suit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you're looking to get out a Royal Flush. You're looking to stack the deck. You're going to close it out cleanly, especially when you have the better weaponry on the table. Wall of smokes on outers. No nades to blow them open. Do hear the footsteps of the jumping across, though. So you got to give somebody down to the lower B side of the map some good eyes to get ready for a fight. And there's already some lobby control coming in from Sunday School as well. So they know that around there's all clear. For now, down lowers is about clear. Just got to be careful of the holes and anything lurking around the outer red box.
Sneaky rapid yard. Damio not knocking on any of the doors on lowers just yet. You can see he's just sitting back. And happy to let this one stew. That is control looking real damn solid.
Skullhunter and reckons. 30 seconds to go, Mac. And they need to try and establish a bomb plant down. Omichella should get a good idea that Mizzy is still around here as well as Damio dispatches of Versa. Should be good for Vantage to close.
Going to give it a crack. And it doesn't look like the CTs are too interested with their financial situation. So they're going to try to back away. Omichella says, not today, mate. Not right now. Vantage have places to be, and it's in the grand final. And they're going to be winning this first gun round. Sunday School. Licky is thinking about going for some more damage. There is absolutely no shot at an angle of a ninja, but the damage is there, and the upgrade may be too, because he's untouched, so he should live in lobby. No, way too close to that bomb. Bam.
Indeed. Just the A1S surviving to the next round. Glad will be able to drop one. They can actually drop an AWP if Sunday School want to grab that in the hands of Versa, but it's going to be A1Ss being shuffled around. Good to see that Vantage do manage to find their first T-sided rounds. I think that in the next couple of rounds, they might want to be a little bit cautious of the time as well, specifically now that you're going to be expecting a little bit more of a bolstered defense, a little bit more utility. No wall of smokes that are really going to be powerful in outers. Mizzy, though, disrespecting this smoke and actually not knowing that vision could be up there.
Oh, Garfunkel at the ready. Guar dropping. And the flash may just give him time to fall the whole way down to B, which it will. Vantage hitting the brakes with the ramp control.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Last time they decided to wrap around in the pistol round to hell, and they got dragged 6 feet under, so maybe they do want to try and elect to go down to the B side through the ramp later on, or maybe they want to come on back towards the upper A site. Reckons, though, onto vision is going to change things up in Vantage's mind. They can look to play for a little bit of the time because they don't really have themselves set for a good old execute into the A site. They don't have any more smokes either.
Oh, nasty line. Licky knowing his angles. Going to be able to pick off Skull there through the smoke at Annex. And again, Burst are going to be able to try and pin. So Vantage getting to on a new one. Viridian, oh, not ready for that swing right up. I think he came up vent there. And boom. Omichella going to give his darndest in a 1v3. Before that was brought to the 1v3. But not quite ready for the flank there from Guag. And that'll be that 3 on the board for Sunday School.
Yep. Back into their way. And, I mean, you can try and argue that you want to get a purchase out here as Vantage. The loss bonus will start to creep up. If you go for a half buy, you'd have a sensational buy in the next. But you're on the edge of having 3 rifles with some utilities. Make it 4 rifles. Omichella down to a Tech 9. So we'll see if they can do something in this round. If not, well, it's unfortunate. They'll just have to cop a knee and go with the buy in the next. You start to see the CT side really find some stable footing. They themselves are quite resettable if you can win this round as well, which is always going to be the tantalizing prospect. But it's going to be silence yet again. Bit of utility going out here and there, but no duels to be engaged with just yet. A creep down towards Secret. Elements of B pressure will start to build. Damio has peeked out a little bit too far.
Ooh. Nasty shots coming through from Mizzy. Going to be able to crack open the round. And at the minute mark, Vantage are certainly looking for this lower site, or at least the halls control. But Omi not really able to lock down lobbies, so there's no going back up. However, they've done it anyway. Up the vent they go after losing lobby control. So it should not be too hard here for the CT to make the retake happen, unless there is someone standing in their way, but there won't be. Not after the trades that came out.
Yep. I think that's going to be one of the important things for Sunday School as well on a map like Nuke. If they do see the Vantage are getting into the bomb site, they're kind of running in with a couple of Galils here and there, you can kind of hedge your bets that they're going to be missing utility to defend the site. So just switch into a retake as well. It's something that Sunday School has actually been pretty significantly, I guess, proud of, is their ability to go in with successful retakes. So I think they should just continue to do that. Garfunkel is currently making a meal of this map, though. 8-0.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll take it for sure. Vantage a little slow to start here, but of course, sometimes that happens on the T side. Now, what's the call? Reckons early rotation down lowers, and it's the door bust. The T's a little bit blind, so everyone's stopping in the smoke, and that allows everyone to regain their vision, and that makes it easier to shoot people down.
Yeah, absolutely. Viridian, the last one alive with the Tech 9, didn't get an invite, was at the back of the pack, and is going to get taken down as well. So this is a pretty damn decent start for Sunday School on the CT side. That round is kind of like, it is what it is. Let's just go next. We've got loss bonus. We know we've got to buy. But this is really the round, Mac, that if Vantage can't get a foothold in this one, or maybe even make it just a close round if they lose it, Nuke can get away from them. They're in the state of back and forth buys. They're now no longer able to reset Sunday School, so they're going to have to contend with a couple of gun rounds in a row.
Yeah.
In their game against DX8, you know, it was on the other stream for the Vantage one, but for Sunday School, it was, you know, a lot of shots and not a lot of executes that they needed to come out with. They were just winning those aim duels. Kind of similar here on the CT side. So I'll be interested to see what the switch up onto their T side actually does look like, but the more rounds they get now, the less of a T side that they need to think about. Hell control again for Vantage. Sunday School will take space elsewhere around the map.
Really solid defensive positions coming out of the CTs right now, but my main problem is rekonz is so solo on A. But they had an inkling it was going to be B instead, and they're in the right damn position. Trades, however, favoring Vantage, leave them with the two-man advantage, as well as that lower side control. Two remaining defenders are on the upper side of the map, and that might just be that. Oh, unless.
Well, they could try and go for a retake if they wanted to. I mean, they've got the money. As we have a little bit of a
issue, yeah.
A stuck
Here we
screen.
go.
Are they going for it?
No,
No.
it's all right. That's that, and that's the save time. And
you definitely need to see these three rifles transition into the next round for Vantage. If you're winning this round but losing 5 guns, you know, that's a problem. So we'll see how much of a hunt rekonz wants to go for and versa. Oh, that would have been a big one, but I mean, even two guns surviving into the next round makes it a little bit more difficult. Oh, yeah. That does nothing. Round on the board, though, for Vantage. Finally able to convert another T-sided one. As I said earlier, though, it's not going to really plague Sunday School too much in their investments come this round. Mizzy will be requesting a drop. And Sunday School will be able to get the AWP out, finally.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be excited about that.
Yeah, the big green on a map like Nuke has a lot of powerful angles that you can play with.
So they were going to go for the wall of smokes at outers, but just end up throwing prog. Not worrying too much about the rest of them.
Good nade.
Spamming around. Things getting a little bit awkward. And Vision again just going to lurk up a storm at outers. The CT's aware of this position. Vision lucky to be alive, but no one was swinging with that flash. But Versa still eyes on the prize. Oh, the timing will allow the T's to sneak in through that smoke on Annex side, and the A side defense about to be tested.
Yeah, Licky has to get out of that one, whipping all of the bullets on the A1S, and now rekonz is going to start to feel a lot of the pressure. He needs some assistance from Garfunkel. A great flash. Look at that in the kill feed. It's all coming up Sunday School, and Omichella, he is going to be getting the ruler on the back of the hands. That is a shutdown 4 alive for Sunday School. And it extends out into this round as well, Mac, because Vantage aren't going to have a strong buy.
You got that Deagle. 2, 3. to be exact, as well as the Galil. So maybe there's an opportunity here for them. See just what they're going to be capable of. Okay.
Yeah.
Up top on the silo there, looking like a solid position just to at least figure out where the CTs are playing from. But they're staying deep. They're over towards CT, and it looks like Omi has not lasted too long over towards that ramp side. So
Yeah.
CT's navigating this round well already.
Just little by little. You don't want to be taking fights that you give advantages over towards the T's, which that one, unfortunately for Mizzy, was a little bit too easy, it looked like, for that Deagle of Viridian. Now we just got to have to see if he can find anything else. Playing behind Unbreakable, swinging on out. There's 2 CT members here, and, well, his noggin is popping out there, unfortunately, for Garfunkel. So a 7th accumulated for Sunday School. They have achieved victory at the half no matter what. Now the discussion is, or the discussion rather, is how many more rounds are they going to be able to get to make their T side just that more easier.
I don't know the answer, unfortunately, and I don't know if anyone does with how these games have gone. But this is a very solid affair to start the first half of the game, start the final map, and potentially lock right on in. Faster approach at Outers, Prog smoke there for the CTs to play around, and Mizzy wants to go right through. Someone's flashing for him, and there it is, they're blinded, can't see a damn thing. 2 easy peasy picks, but not the third.
No, not the third, and the Flames will keep Skull Hunter from looking for a double trade of his own. Looking to win a very important duel. We'll split up the remaining 2 forces of the Vantage folks. To be brought within 1 now, though, with that frag in from Viridian. It's starting to look a little bit difficult for Vantage here, apart from timing. 2 duels, there could be 1 shadow advantage for rekonz, and Skull Hunter. I mean, yes, he's got the bomb on his back. Yes, he's got positioning into A. But you almost feel with 50 seconds on the clock that you want to go for a hunt, find another player before you attempt a plant. That's what he's doing, rekonz. Barrel spotted. Oh, and revealed. Now they know where Scully is.
That plant. Oh, catches the timing, but rekonz allowed just long enough to get the M4 back in hand. An 8-2, about to be that scoreline. Oof. Sunday School are doing really, really damn well here. Vantage just can't quite seem to find an answer, and I'm looking at a couple of the individuals. It feels like it's just Omi that's fragging. It felt like that was shared a lot more, but of course, with the, I guess it's the kind of thing, right, where if the CTs are playing like CTs used to pre this patch, it should be like Nuke should be going back to being CT sided. Is where I'm trying to go with this. You know, yes, there's been some metas that have changed how the T side's played, but the fact that you can hold again and it's just shoot better without the
I know what you mean. It's still one of those things where it's like the way that the money situation works, though, can still be quite brutal in an MR12 environment.
Yeah.
So you're still kind of like, when they're dominating like this, absolutely. But if they're plagued with the economy, they feel like they are absolutely in the garbage bin and can't get out in an MR12 format. So it's an extreme high and it's an extreme low. 2 more rounds of the half though, Mac. And Vantage, again, very slow around the map. A lot of pressure building around Versa, though. He hasn't actually had a lot of challenges come his way so far on this map. 3 kills, 3 deaths. Vision is looking for 1 to attribute to his name in this one, and he will claim it.
We'll see where he ends up here. But that is a solid equalizer. Damio had no helping hands, not close enough to get those trades. And again, Licky won't be able to do it for 3. Heaven control. T's all over it. And this is looking pretty good for a 3rd for Vantage. But the CTs, they got a little bit of money in the back pocket and 2 rounds to play with. So I don't think they're going to go down here without a fight. Versa sneaking his way back to Heaven.
With an AWP, though, at Heaven. He needs to get the quick on a Vision, who might look to check if he extends out a little bit further. Not going to be expecting it just yet, though.
Angle. Good. Quick scope in. And there's about 5 or so seconds to get into sight and get on the bomb. Oh, the AWP almost does it all, and Viridian is looking the wrong direction.
There you go.
Not ready for the swing from Guag, and there's a kit, and there's time, and there's everything that Sunday School need to make this dominant half even more dominant.
And it wasn't really even complacency from Vantage at that point in time, right? Because you're kind of looking at the angles that you think that you need to. You got someone looking out at heaven, or at that point in time, they're looking down at hell, which might have been some ill timing. It was ill timing. You've got Viridian playing under there as well, looking for any peek out through the heart and an old vent location too. So it's like you're feeling as Vantage that you set with time clocking down. You feel like the retake isn't going to happen from Sunday School. But just quick shots out from that AWP. Absolutely brutal. And now into the last round of the half. It's still a kind of stable buy for Vantage. Don't get me wrong. You got the AKs. You got the utility. But it just feels like you don't have the right ideas flowing on this T side to convert into round victories.
Yeah. And sometimes that's all it takes, right?
Yeah.
Is a couple of good ideas. But sometimes your opponent's ideas are just better than yours. And that might just boil down to make you think, hey, we could have done it, but today just wasn't our day.
Yeah.
But is this their round? Look where Damio is. He's all the way towards heaven already. Guag seems to have an inkling that someone could be here, and his shadow's going to be showing on that lower side. So keep an eye on this. I think Guag is 100% aware of this position up in heaven. He's relaying that to the CTs who are all looking.
Yeah, they knew.
Well played.
They knew, but the problem is they've lost a couple of members around the map. Reckons this has to be a duel that they win. And no, what a sidestep from Omichella. He will get burnt to a crisp and garfunkeled. Everybody's missing a couple of these sprays in the round at the moment. Double nades are out. Lent is back again at the upper site.
Swinging in. Ain't no good this time. And it's looking like that might almost be that for the round. And even the half. 9-3. 6 rounds the difference as Sunday School lead. We'll see you after this for the second half.
Don't you be like that, I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, yeah. Don't you think like that, I will love you endlessly. If you don't believe in me, don't you be like that, I will love you forever. If you don't believe in me, don't you think like that.
We are back with the second half and right on into the action as well, as it looks like Sunday School on the T side are going A, and
Yeehaw!
they're already out.
Oh,
Vision. Oh, those duels aren't going to get more than the first one done, but a little bit of stopping power was pretty solid.
yeah. A flash in for the retake of Skull Hunter as well, and the T's starting to get blinded up, but actually they're starting to shoot Vision in for another one of his own. It is chaotic around that Annex smoke from the heavens. Omichella good for one, and it all shifts onto Damio. 2 guns, 1 for each target. Dancing around default, playing around old vent as well. Can he isolate these kills? The smoke is still up the corner. It's sweet shooting from Garfunkel. That's a pistol for Sunday School, Mac. That's 5 out of 6 of them. And that is one step closer to sealing this deal, getting into grand final.
3 more, all that's needed, and Sunday School will be going up against KZG, but they still need to think about Vantage, at least for the next couple of moments. Vantage going for the Nova angle, and I don't know about this, but I've seen it work, and I don't know why I've seen it work, but I have. Let's see if it works in a competitive setting. Rekonz can be straight down the vent, and it's fast approach for Sunday School, who are... Ooh! Right on down that lower side. The bomb has been dropped outside vent, I believe, and now it's just going to be a spam battle to see who can control it.
Yeah.
And it's gonna get awkward real quick.
That's kind of the worst scenario for a vent drop, where you get 2 players going down and you've dropped the bomb. And it's not even close to the vent either. Look at it. It's in the middle of the annex opening.
Pretty suboptimal.
Oh, well, they're making it work. Just go and turn it into an aim duel instead of trying to find the target. Viridian is stuck. Now in the on division. He's got the bomb.
He's got that going for him. Time favoring Sunday School for sure, so they can reposition. Rekonz just going to be swinging around like a madman. But the Mac 10 works out, and it's going to be another round. 2 more. Keep and count.
Yep. Yeah, it feels like it's fallen a little bit flat for Vantage, doesn't it? I mean, in yesterday's series in the not the grand final. Yesterday's series for I believe it was KZG versus Sunday School. It was the 3rd map in the series on Vertigo. The KZG just slapped Sunday School silly 13-4. Getting a lot of vibes of that map in this one right now. Just, you know, one of the teams falling very flat.
And, well, the pistols might have been the answer this round. At least to put a dent in the economy of Sunday School. But Vantage still need to find the round and find where that bomb has gone down, which they know is down the vent, is on the B site. And the CTs are quickly rotating. Looking to split this one in. I'm seeing Gwag watching that ladder, though. So the CT's making the right choice by going to secret, not just dropping in. Mizzy, he's going to be coming down the vent late, making sure there was no easy rotations, and the molly and the nade going to be doing more than enough to slow this retake. It's just Vision over towards that mega side, and oh, it's gone south real quick for Vantage here. Good damage to Sunday School's economy, but that's about all that they'll get because there's no kit, no time, and no round for Vantage. Sunday School, 9 match points to play with.
Yeah, that's this should be an unlosable scenario for Sunday School. I mean, you know, we've had the massive amounts of overtime in map number 1. We had a pretty close scoreline for map number 2 in 13-9, but this just has a different atmosphere around it completely. The gun rounds come forward now as well. Vantage, they've got the weaponry. Sunday School, you know, they've also got all 5 AKs and all of the utility, so it's a pretty strong round for both teams regardless. Feels like Vantage, you know, the pistol round was something they had to win, Mac. And again, I mean, they find one while blinded up on this upper site, but the trades are still coming through.
Yep. And it's looking a little bit rough now for these individuals. Omi, okay.
There you go.
Keeps it solid, but again, that's a lot of guns lost in a very short amount of time. And Sunday School, they tried to push the point. They tried to force it, thinking that that was their round, but at least Vantage have 1 read. They need 8 more.
Yeah. And there's a couple of gun rounds that are going to be in the mix as well. So it might make it a little bit more interesting. See what the sort of look is for Sunday School on this one. They've been shut down a couple of times, looking to go quick. This time a little bit slower for the start, but it's posturing up for an A-site take.
Lots of damage coming through here. Garfunkel's hoping he can get that trade, which he will, but the numbers are thinning and reckons in a 1v2. He's looking to do it all himself. He has had a spectacular game, by the way. 23 and 8. Drops that smoke.
Wrong side.
But the bomb is down towards that CT vent. Right out in the open. And I think he's got a pretty good idea of where these CTs are. So, got the info. CTs want to swing, but peeking right now is not as good as it was the other day. And that'll be that for another round. 5 found by Vantage. A late match resurgence is something we saw before. And we might just be seeing it again.
But 9 of them, though.
Yeah.
This one should be a gimme, to be honest, though. Just up against the Glocks. It would be anticlimactic if this is how it would end. Although, unless the Glocks are just doing something very sinister. You got rekonz on the Deagle as well. Now down to half HP.
Well, watch this space. We'll find out in just a moment. Pushing, Damio. Hungry to send a message.
Message delivered.
And, yeah. 2 letters finding their location. And Damio now just going to tuck and allow the rest of his teammates to do the rest of the work.
Yep. Kill or 2 from that AK would actually go a pretty decent way, or maybe even with the Glock, this is where things can look a little bit more spaghetti. Yep, not retrievable. Yeah, 40 seconds to go. Like he is just hanging around the ramp. You know, it's dirty territory. Vision's down at the lower side of the map as well. There is a path of least resistance to try and get that bomb plant down at the B site. Well, Sunday School don't know that. And now Versa loses his life. They're actually coming back up to the hut. Meridian up at Mustang. This is probably not something that's cleared. No. Okay. 3 out of 9. 6 more to go.
Yeah. We'll see if they can find what they're looking for here. Plenty of util. And Sunday School disrespecting the molly. Versus thinking maybe he's caught a timing, running right out into the open. And with those smokes, he's already in secret in the CTs. Let's see how aware they are. They're going slow, but will they know that Versus is just around the corner? He spotted the shadow, but he's not expecting to. No way at all.
Yeah, it might actually bring a quick rotation, though, for Vantage to still get down to the B site. Skull Hunter is doing a significant amount of damage to Mizzy and to rekonz as well. Going as far as to finish one of them off. So far, so good for Vantage's plans of resurgence and recovery. Because absolutely, it's a recovery of a matchup right now in this map of Nuke.
Missed opportunity to make this round that little bit easier. And Sunday School posturing to go down towards that lower side. Licky sneaking and saying, hang on a tick. Let's see what I can do here at Hell. And the answer's not too much because he's been found out. He's been spotted. Put in the grave. And a 4v2 is going to be the angle for the retake. Smoking Molly, buying time towards ramp side. Will allow Gwag to reposition. Double doors left open. And a relatively safe plant that they got to try to play around. And that's not gone well for rekonz, who's been found. Garfunkel Oh. Shoots another. The bomb's not necessarily planted for him, but again, might have tried to make that magic happen. But he's missed the opportunity, and Vantage are still pushing up that hill.
They're holding on. Little by little, step by step. You've got, you know, a couple of tools to help you get up that hill, Mac. You got a pickaxe to dig into the floor. You've got some boots now instead of your bare feet. You're getting there, but I don't really think you can see the top of the hill just yet as Vantage. 2, maybe 3 more rounds and you're starting to really feel like it's doable. And then what we we're talking about earlier with the way that the current patches and everything in CS2 are starting to make Nuke feel like a shift back to good CT form. It starts to look pretty plausible.
Ramp hit. Happening right on now, and the techies are not going to quite get too much space just yet, but they've managed to find Omi. And not like this. Please, not like this.
If they can get a plant right now, Mizzy gets Skull Hunter as well. You're saying not like this. I'm saying it might be like this. Amio up through the decon door, looking to see if he can rinse the opponents. Bomb is planted. Molly should finish off Licky, but you still got a lot of players to contend with.
We'll see if they're going to be able to work it out in here. And Damio trying to do it all himself there from the back of sight, but oh, that's the end of the fight. 13-7, 2-1, and Sunday School have to play another whole series after that almost 4-hour extravaganza.
Yeah, wow. I mean, 31-27 on Ancient, 9-13 on Mirage, and 13-7 on Nuke, ending it with a pistol by